that you really need to know about. Okay. Good morning, Daisy.
Good morning, Michael.
Okay, so here's the new policy. And it's important because they now take your passport away from you when you fill out the 1 page of information. You will give it to the people at the office, and then they will process it in 72 hours. In other words, you go to the immigration office, you give them your passport, your current ACR card, and they take that. You don't pay at this point. Then from the time you hand them your passport and the paper filled out, you have a mandatory wait of 72 hours before you can get your passport back. In other words, if you go in on a Monday morning at 10 o'clock, you cannot pick up your passport until 10:01 Thursday morning. That's a full 72 hours. The weekends do not count. So if you put it in on 10 o'clock on a Thursday morning, you have to go back next Tuesday at 10:01. I asked the woman, if I came in at 9 o'clock, can I get my passport? She said, she didn't answer the question. She said, no problem, sir. You can wait until 10 o'clock, which was the answer. So you can't go there early and expect to get your passport an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours early. The wait is a mandatory 72 hours, at which point they will tell you how much your immigration fees are. They had a perfectly good policy in working condition that you go there and they process it the same day. But they decided, for whatever reason, bureaucratic red tape, to make you wait 72 hours. And here's the complication. If you want to go on vacation and you need your passport to go out of the country, now you have to go to the immigration office at least 5 days before you leave. And if you don't, and your immigration fees are due, and you leave the country, then you'll have to pay the late fee. Maybe that was the reason for this 3-day delay. I don't know, and neither do they. There were people there arguing the point. I told the fella, what are you arguing with these people for? They don't care what you think. They don't know why the policy was changed, and they don't care, and they're not going to look into it. The new policy came on a piece of paper, and these people are rote memorization people that work in the offices of government agencies all over the world. Just think of the New York City Motor Vehicle Office. They don't care about you. They are never going to care about you. They have a government job. So don't bother asking, because 2 men from Germany stood there for 20 minutes trying to find out why the new policy existed, and only in Bohol and not Manila. And the answer was, sir, if you don't want to bring your paperwork here, just go to Manila. Again, that go to Manila commentary that they put on you. Sure, let's just spend $600 or $700 each and go to Manila and have our passport processed the same day. Let's do that. See, so the point is, if you need your passport, plan on having it taken away for 3 business days. Weekends and holidays don't count. So now, with the additional planning of having your passport taken away, plan on making 2 trips to the city within a week, although you can wait longer than a week to pick it up. If you need your passport, plan on making 2 trips, minimum 5 days before you're going on vacation with your passport. Otherwise, you're not going on vacation with your passport, because you're not going to have your passport. Why is it so complicated for you people to understand that the bureaucracy in the government is astoundingly moronic? I understand it because I've dealt with the government my entire life. But there were two people in the office from Germany that had logical questions. No one cared what they thought. No one could answer their questions. No one picked up the phone to find out why the policy is implemented. No one said anything except, sir, you can go to Manila and have it processed the same day. At which point I walked over to the two men that were from Germany and I said, dude, they don't care what you think. They don't care if you go spend $600 each to go to Manila for airfare. They don't care about you. You need to stop arguing with them because I have already argued with them enough for everybody in the Philippines. When I first got here, couldn't get it through my head that these people are rote memorization government bureaucrats that have a job and don't care what is in front of their face. They just follow the policy. Don't bother trying to find out. It ain't going to do you any good. Just go to Manila. Just go to Manila, sir. You can have your passport processed the same day. That was the answer if you don't like the new policy. And in my next live, which I tried this live update with my tablet twice, bad connection, I'm going to do a video on the long nose tax in the Philippines. And right now, I'm building a huge rebar bender to bend. I think I'm going to be able to bend. I think I'm going to be able to bend 9-bar with one hand when I'm done with this. Certainly, I'll be able to bend 9-bar with one hand when I'm done with this. It's going to take 2 or 3 days to build it, but I will be able to just bend 9-bar with one hand. And the long nose tax is coming up. I just don't have time to do it properly right now. So this is Mike Fazio, and Daisy May is still with me, even though I'm much older than I was last week, and she's leaving me when I get old. I'm not old enough yet. She might leave any time, though. She could, she could get maybe she could even find somebody better looking than me. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. The long nose tax is coming, and it's going to be a good one. So God day to everybody from Michael Fazio in the Philippines, baby. Oy vey and shalom from Rabbi Jew Barker in the Philippines, baby. Stop the broadcast. There we go. I'm being permy.